Man's best friend is also the one animal that attacks us more than anything else. These dogs don't hesitate. When something sets them off, they maul, they crush, they tear, and they go straight for dominance. No warning, no mercy, no second chances. And the craziest part? They don't live in the wild. They live inside our homes, sleep next to our doors, walk beside us every single day. They're closer to humans than any other animal on Earth, which means when they snap, the damage is immediate and brutal. These breeds don't think twice. They react, they attack, they overpower whatever they decide is a threat, whether it's a human, an animal, or anything that steps into their space. These are the deadliest dogs on the planet. People see a cute, chunky, slow-moving pet. But beneath those rolls is a compact unit built for destruction. This dog doesn't just bite, it locks, it drives forward, and it throws its entire weight into whatever it targets. Bulldogs were bred to clamp onto animals 10 times their size and not let go until something stopped breathing. That isn't history. That instinct is still in them. You don't see it every day. But the moment something sets them off, it comes out full force. When a bulldog snaps, it hits low, grabs fast, and drags with raw strength. People have been yanked off balance, pulled to the ground, and pinned by a bulldog that looked calm 5 seconds earlier. And the bite? The PSI isn't the highest, but the grip strength is violent. Once those jaws clamp down, they turn whatever they're holding into a shake target. That shaking motion, that's what does the damage. Bones crack, skin tears, and the dog keeps shaking until the threat stops moving. A bulldog can slam into a person and knock them off their feet before the brain even realizes what happened. Try prying one off. You're fighting pure muscle compacted into a 50-pound wrecking ball. And remember, bulldogs live inside our homes, right next to us, always within reach. So when one loses control, the attack isn't distant. It's literally happening at arm's length. No warning, no build-up. Just an instant burst of force and a jaw that doesn't release. That's why the bulldog earns the number 10 spot. Small, underestimated. But when that trigger fires, the violence is fast, sudden, and brutally hard to stop. The Boer Bull is a massive, muscular dog bred in South Africa for one purpose: protection and domination. This isn't just a guard dog, it's a living fortress with instincts honed for centuries. Broad chest, heavy jaws, thick neck, and limbs built like tree trunks. Every inch of this dog screams power. Its bite is crushing, precise, and relentless, capable of immobilizing even the largest intruders with ease. What makes the Boer Bull truly dangerous isn't just raw strength, but its intelligence and judgment. Unlike some breeds that attack on impulse, the Boer Bull watches, calculates, and strikes at the perfect moment. A sudden movement, an uninvited step on its territory, or a perceived threat. It's in full attack mode in seconds. It doesn't just bite. It pins, shakes, and holds until the threat is neutralized. The Boer Bull's temperament is what sets it apart. Fiercely loyal, territorial, and extremely protective of its family. But that loyalty can turn lethal if the wrong person crosses the line. Agile despite its size, fast despite its mass, and strategic in attack, the Boer Bull is one of the deadliest and most reliable guardian dogs in the world. It doesn't make mistakes and it doesn't quit. Once it decides to dominate, nothing stands in its way. The Turkish giant that doesn't just guard territory, it dominates it. This dog isn't built like a normal pet. It's built like a living landmine, calm on the surface but explosive the moment it's triggered. Bred in the harsh mountains of Turkey to protect livestock from wolves, bears, and even armed intruders, the Kangal was literally designed to fight predators bigger and stronger than humans, and win. It runs down wolves and snaps their spines. At over 60 kilograms with a bite force exceeding 700 psi, the Kangal doesn't just bite, it crushes. It goes for limbs, the throat, the soft tissue, and once it locks on, it drags with enough power to pull a grown man off his feet like a rag doll. What makes it even deadlier is how close it lives to humans. Villages, farms, neighborhood edges. It walks the same paths as people every day. That closeness makes the attack instant. There is no warning, no bark, no hesitation. The Kangal sprints at full speed, hitting like a charging bull. When it starts mauling, it bites, releases, and re-bites over and over, trained by generations of hunting wolves to cause maximum damage in minimum time. Its long legs give it terrifying acceleration. 1 second it's far away, the next it's on its target, jaws locked, muscles crushing. This is not a dog for the weak or inexperienced. It is a mountain guardian, a predator hunter, and one of the most dangerous animals humans have ever domesticated. The Alabai, also known as the Central Asian Shepherd, one of the most massive and fearless dogs on the planet. This isn't a pet. It's a living fortress built for domination. Bred for thousands of years to guard livestock and property in the harsh terrains of Central Asia, the Alabai is independent, territorial, and incredibly strong. Its size alone is terrifying. A single adult can weigh over 100 kilograms, and every muscle is designed to overpower anything in its path. When an Alabai decides something is a threat, it moves with explosive speed and precision. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't warn. It attacks with a force that can knock a grown man off his feet. Its jaws aren't just powerful. They lock, shake, and crush relentlessly. Victims describe the impact as being hit by a boulder and dragged across the ground simultaneously. This dog doesn't release until it's satisfied the threat is neutralized. What makes the Alabai even more dangerous is how close it lives to humans in rural areas. Families rely on them to guard homes and livestock. But that proximity means when they react, the attack happens immediately, with no distance or delay. One misstep, one sudden movement, and the Alabai unleashes its full power, biting, shaking, and dragging anything that triggers its aggression. Its intelligence and instinct make it precise, efficient, and terrifyingly unstoppable. Italy's muscular war machine. This dog wasn't bred to be friendly. It was bred to intimidate, overpower, and eliminate threats. Descended from ancient Roman war dogs, the Cane Corso carries that same battlefield mentality today. Every inch of its body is pure strength. Thick neck, wide chest, explosive legs, and jaws built to crush bone like dry wood. What makes the Cane Corso terrifying is its combination of power and precision. It doesn't just attack wildly. It targets. It goes for the arms to disarm you, the legs to collapse you, and the throat to finish you. When a Cane Corso launches forward, it hits like a battering ram. Victims often describe it as being tackled by a linebacker and bitten by a shark at the same time. And this is a dog that lives close to humans, in homes, on properties, walking through neighborhoods like a perfectly normal companion. But underneath that calm exterior is a brutal guardian instinct that activates instantly when it feels threatened. No warning growl, no hesitation. It closes the distance in a single jump and clamps down with a bite force strong enough to snap limbs. If it pins you, you're not getting back up without help. Cane Corsos were built for control and domination. In conflicts, they don't just bite, they hold you down, using their body weight like a wrestler, grinding you into the ground while tearing at anything they can reach. Their intelligence makes them even more dangerous. They read body language, react to sudden movement, and strike with calculated aggression. Bandog, a dog deliberately engineered by combining pit bulls, mastiffs, and other working breeds to create a controlled powerhouse built for raw dominance. The Bandog carries a physique that immediately warns you what it's capable of. Thick, compact muscle across the chest and shoulders, a heavy skull built for leverage, dense jaws designed to clamp hard, and straight-line speed that catches people off guard. But its physical strength isn't even the scariest part. The Bandog has a temperament that's unnervingly calm. It doesn't bark for attention or get restless. It simply watches, evaluates, and reacts with shocking precision. When it decides to attack, it doesn't rush blindly. It hits the legs to drop its target, then locks onto an arm, shoulder, or throat, with a grip that feels more like a machine than an animal. Its bite pressure, combined with its body weight, allows it to drag a person to the ground and shake violently, causing deep tearing injuries in seconds. Because of its mixed lineage, the Bandog has extremely high pain tolerance and stamina, making it one of the hardest dogs to stop once it commits. It keeps pressure, repositions quickly, and maintains full aggression until the threat is completely neutralized. The combination of raw power, athletic drive, focused mind, and fight-bred instinct makes the Bandog one of the most intentionally dangerous dogs ever created, a canine designed not by nature, but by purpose. A dog built like a compact tank with the mentality of a working soldier. The Rottweiler's danger comes from its unique combination of physical engineering and working instincts. Its body is dense and heavily muscled, with a low center of gravity that gives it incredible balance and the ability to absorb impact without losing control. The head is broad, the muzzle is short and powerful, and the jaw muscles are some of the strongest in the domestic dog world. Unlike taller guardian breeds, the Rottweiler's power is concentrated. Every movement feels heavy, deliberate, and grounded. This is a dog bred for driving cattle, pulling loads, and controlling livestock, meaning its instinct is to push, block, and overpower anything in its path. When a Rottweiler attacks, it doesn't just bite and pull. It drives forward with its whole body, ramming its target, knocking it off balance, and then locking on. Their bite is known for deep, crushing pressure, and they tend to grip and hold, using their weight to keep a victim pinned. Their working temperament makes them extremely responsive to sudden movements or loud behavior. Once triggered, they switch into a relentless mode where they keep pushing, biting, and driving forward until the threat stops moving. Rottweilers are also frighteningly intelligent. They read posture, tension, and intention with uncanny accuracy, which makes them react fast and without hesitation when they sense danger. Their pain tolerance is moderate, but their determination is extreme. Once a Rottweiler commits to an attack, it stays locked in, repositioning only to get a more effective grip. With a compact, muscular frame, explosive strength, and a tactical approach to aggression, the Rottweiler earns its place as one of the deadliest power breeds on the planet. Dogo Argentino, a dog built explicitly for big game hunting, and that purpose still shows in every part of its body. This is not a guard dog, not a herder, not a property protector. This is a hunter, engineered to chase, catch, and kill powerful animals like boar, puma, and wild predators. Its athletic structure is unlike any other dangerous breed. A long, powerful stride built for high-speed pursuit, a deep chest for massive lung capacity, and a tight, muscular frame designed for agility and explosive forward attacks. The Dogo's muscles are lean, not bulky, giving it the ability to sprint, jump, and maneuver with frightening quickness. What makes the Dogo Argentino truly deadly is its pack hunting instinct. This dog was bred to operate with coordination, strategy, and aggression, not just brute force. When a Dogo commits to a target, it doesn't rush blindly. It angles itself, cuts off escape routes, and then launches with full momentum. Its jaws are long and powerful, designed to latch onto a moving animal and not let go, even while being shaken, slammed, or thrown. Once the Dogo gets a grip, it bites deeper, tighter, and harder, using neck strength that rivals any working dog. Their bite isn't just painful, it's structured for hold and suffocate, the same technique used on wild boar. Unlike many large breeds, the Dogo Argentino has extreme pain resistance. Hunters bred them specifically to continue fighting even when injured, and that trait remains today. A Dogo in attack mode ignores kicks, punches, sticks. It stays locked in until it dominates its target. Its temperament is fearless to the point of being unsettling. It doesn't back down, it doesn't get intimidated, and it doesn't stop until the struggle ends. The speed, the stamina, the precision, and the predator hunting instinct all combine to make the Dogo Argentino one of the deadliest and most capable combat dogs ever created. A white missile of muscle and aggression, designed for battles that most dogs would never survive. A dog that doesn't just look dangerous, it feels dangerous the moment it steps into a room. This thing is built like a walking brick wall. Massive chest, thick neck, cropped ears that make its skull look even wider, and those cold, flat eyes that don't show a single trace of hesitation. The Prisa isn't a barker. It doesn't posture. It just watches, calculating, waiting for the moment you slip. This breed was engineered on the Canary Islands for one thing: domination. Guarding livestock, crushing threats, and stopping anything that dared move toward its territory. The Prisa Canario attacks with full body force. It doesn't just bite, it drives its entire weight through your legs or chest, knocking you flat before you even know what happened. Then the jaws clamp down with a grip that feels mechanical, like something designed to hold until bone cracks. This dog goes for the arms, the sides, the throat. Anywhere it can immobilize you first, then overpower you completely. There's no panic, no frenzy, just raw, controlled violence. And the worst part? The Presa Canario is incredibly loyal and territorial. It bonds hard, sometimes too hard. So when it believes someone is a threat to its owner, it doesn't wait for a command. It makes its own decision, and it acts instantly. That's why in real cases, people don't even see the attack coming. 1 second it's standing still like a statue. The next second you're on the ground with 120 pounds of muscle crushing your ribs. The pit bull sits at the top of the list for one simple reason. When this dog commits, it commits with everything it has. Built with a dense, compact frame and explosive muscle, a pit bull carries tremendous bite strength, a wide jaw structure, and a drive that doesn't switch off easily. What makes it especially dangerous isn't just power, it's intensity plus determination. Once a pit bull locks onto a target, its grip and hold style attack gives it a huge advantage over most other large dogs. Despite being medium-sized, pit bulls hit with the force of a much larger animal. They accelerate fast, they have exceptional agility, and their pain tolerance is notoriously high. This is the type of dog that can take hits, shake them off, and keep driving forward. In real conflicts, pit bulls are known for maintaining pressure, constantly pushing, pulling, and overpowering opponents through raw strength and stamina. Another reason it ranks number 1 is its unpredictable switch when poorly trained or provoked. A stable pit bull can be calm, but when triggered, it becomes a relentless, highly focused fighter that aims to dominate instantly. Combine the muscular build, the determination, the bite style, and the refusal to back down, and you get one of the most formidable dog fighters ever bred.